Wagwan, everybody. I thought I'd come on today a little bit. I know I was supposed to do a video last week, but I have visitors, so I'm so sorry I haven't been able to. But we're going to talk about a couple of things today. I don't know what I'm going to call this video. Maybe the agenda? Right. We're going to talk today a little bit about um, Marcus Rogers and his fuckery. You know, if you look at his pics, he's not even looking at his wife. I don't know why. I was wondering about that. You know, you have a wife, Marcus, and you're on the video and you're not even looking at this woman. Do you not like her? Or, I'm sorry, you know, why are you not looking at your wife? Okay? He says that we attacking him, the spiritual community, excuse me, the witches and the warlocks. Well, let me just say this, Marcus, I'm no witch. However, I do claim the Christian community as well as the spiritual community. And I am spiritual and I am a Christian. Why? Because God said so. And if it's okay with Him, I'm still doing it, so it must be okay with Him. Because if He doesn't want you to do something, He's going to stop you from doing it. You understand? And that's the way that is. All right? This piece of hair. So, I don't care for Marcus because in my book, how can I put it? You're straddling the fence, Mr. Marcus Rogers. I used to look at you a lot a long time ago. I used to watch you on YouTube or wherever, you know, TikTok, Instagram. And you would always say how you wanted to be like the Tate brothers, right? The Tate brothers, if you don't know who they are, please look them up. But he would always say that, you know, he wanted to be like them because they're rich. And, you know, it's nothing wrong with being abundant people. You know, and let me just stress that you can be abundant all you want, but you have to share the abundance with people that are in need, with people that are homeless, with people that are less fortunate. You have to be able to share what it is you have with people that are in need. That's why God is blessing you to bless others as well. But you know, you have to use your discernment when you're doing that. All right? And what I mean by that is you have to know when to give or you have to be led to give. Some people just, you know, like I have a friend, for an example, she was telling me that, yeah, I'm not going to give nobody downtown no money. And I said, well, why is that? She said, because they may be on drugs. That your heart has to be right. So if your intention, and intention, people, is everything. You understand? Intention, what it is you're trying to do or accomplish, or is it from your heart or not? So if she's having a problem with that, then she don't need to give because she's not ready for that journey. I give and I will always give to other people, especially the less fortunate and the homeless. Let me just stress that again. I will always give to the less fortunate and the homeless because they need help. But he talks a lot about females and, you know, people being Jezebels, you know, and, you know, he don't talk too much about men, but it's always saying about Jezebels and women and we're materialistic and all of that. And he spoke about being woke. My spidey senses, Marcus, tell me that, you know, you're asleep. You're not awake, baby. If you think you're awake, you're wrong. You're wrong. And, you know, you wanted us to think that you're woke and you wanted fame. Now you got it. But be careful people that are famous or celebrities, be very, very careful. There's a fine line between being godly and famous, because you can have all that fame, and if you're leading God's flock the wrong way or causing people to fall into sin for what you're doing, you better be careful. That's all I can say for you. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect but God. And I have to keep stressing that there's none perfect but the Father. All right? Father, Lord God. He is the Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Perfect. We're not perfect. I know I'm not. Maybe you are, but I'm not. But like I said, when you become famous or rich, you have to be very careful of what you're doing and how you're doing it. I can't stress that enough. And you must give back. He speaks about women being demonic, that serves a two-way street. You say all we want is money and fame and this and that. Okay, Kevin Samuels #2. We're not going to get into that, man. He's deceased. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. I'm sorry for bringing you up, but he was the devil's son too. But enough about Marcus, before, he's going to find out he's a victim of the spiritual community. And we try to, talk about him. No, we don't try to demonize you. It's you that tried to demonize us, Marcus Rogers. All right? If you don't know who he is, I'm sure you know. But Marcus Rogers is a guy that's always talking about Christianity and religion. He's on here all the time on all the social media. He's always talking about who he is, what he does. And really, he was just a person that was seeking fame, and now he got fame, and now he got money. And I don't know if he's that comfortable in that world now. But he better be careful. It's a fine, thin line. And okay, I'm enough about Marcus Rogers today. But Marcus Rogers, you are no victim, all right? You're no victim. That's for sure. That I'm sure of. But let's speak about these crazy communities that are, sprouting up all over. These people that are claiming they're the Messiah, they're sirens, they're vampires, they're skinwalkers, they're prophets, prophetess, astrologers, pastors, and just everything. People are saying that. I saw one guy, he said he was a vampire. I was laughing so hard. I was like, you're a what? You're a vampire? I was like, oh my God. Then there's this guy that says that he's the seventh person from the seventh dimension. And then you have the messiahs, you have the sirens. Girl, let me tell you, this one girl, I have to speak on this really, really quick. I'm not going to take up much of your time today, but that was this girl. She was saying that Chris Brown is harnessing women's spirits and all of that. Girl, you're lying. Chris Brown is not with that fuckery. He's not harnessing anybody's anything, all right? And I always will support Chris Brown. As you know, I love Chris Brown. Not because I want to be with him sexually, not because I'm in love with him. He's just like, if I could have had a child like Chris Brown, oh, I would be proud. But he does have a lot of healing to do. And if he keeps sleeping around, when you sleep with a lot of people, you're never going to be able to do anything in life. Let me just tell you, you're not. I don't care who you are. If you're sleeping around with people or you're not celibate, and I'm going to get off of that because I know I talk a lot about celibacy. I've been celibate for 8 years now. And I got a ring on my finger, right? Not a wedding ring. I'll get closer. That's not a wedding ring, all right? I'm not married. That's why I'm celibate. I'm going to be celibate until a man puts a ring on my finger. Who that is, where he is, I don't know. I have saw him, and I really do know who he is. How I saw him is he astral travels to me, and we've been having some telepathy going on between us a little bit, you know, because people do what they do when they think about people. When you think about somebody 9 times out of 20, they're thinking about you as well. And I think about him, this particular man. Um, hey, all I can do is think because I don't go to men. They come to mother. I'm a queen. I'm an empress. Um, I am the high priestess. All right? We don't search. We don't look for. We don't do that. We just relax and wait on whatever God has for us because whatever God has for us is what's best for us. You understand? Whatever God has for you, people, in due season, divine timing, He will bring it to you. All right? So if this man, yeah, he'll come to me. Okay, let's get back to this. So there are a lot of fake people on these social medias. People stealing from psychics, stealing from tarot card readers. You're lying to people. Talking about, I saw this guy had just spoke about succubus and incubus demons. He done took the whole subject and went all off base with this shit. All right? You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. All right? You don't know what you're talking about. And I looked at him and I was like, he don't even know what he's talking about. My hair. I had to pin it up. So anyways, like I was saying, he don't even know what he's talking about, but I do. All right? I know what he's talking about because I talked about it last week. All right? Excuse my hair. And when I was talking about it, I spoke to you about people saying that they're chosen and they're not. All right? People, stop lying to people. Your day is numbered. Your days are numbered on every social media. You think you're making money off of people. Like the guy who's saying he a vampire. Baby, you're not a vampire. There are no real vampires, okay? First of all, there are no real vampires. There are nobody's here from another dimension. He's talking about he's seven from the seventh dimension. He's homeless and he's pretending, okay? I've been homeless before. I'm not knocking you for making your money. But stop lying to people. Make money by telling the damn truth. And stop stealing from psychics and tarot card readers. You know? And chosen people and to do God's work. You know? And being on here, the more stuff they have on here, the more graphs they showing you and all of this shit. It's not that complicated to be chosen, to have been chosen, and to tell the truth. Not that complicated, all right? It's real, but it's not complicated. Get me? All of these graphs and all this stuff these people are doing on social media and these people that are selling you candles and oils and telling you that it's gonna make you be able to do this and you're gonna be able to do that. Please, people, stop. Stop spending your money on fuckery. That stuff is not gonna get you into the kingdom of heaven or wherever you're trying to get to. In fact, it might get you into hell if you're not careful. All right? And there is a heaven and hell. Okay? And if you don't believe that, then just don't watch me. All right? Because, see, that's another thing. I don't care whether you watch me or not. The people that are supposed to watch me will watch me. I'm on King.com. I make my money over there. All right? The people that need a read from me, and most of the women and men that I've read for, they're on the right track. They have businesses. They have a life. They have cars. They're very abundant people because they follow my healing and my teaching. All right? And if you follow my healings and teaching, then you too will be abundant. God will pour out his abundance and open the floodgates of heaven for you. All right? But most of these people that are selling the candles and the oils and all of that shit, please, they're selling you dreams. And that's fuckery. All right? And I will say it again, it's fuckery. That's exactly what it is. It's not real, people. And no candle can bring a man back to you, young ladies or men. It goes both ways. It's a two-way street. If you want a man or woman and you want something that bad, it's going to always be out of your reach, just like money. You have to be balanced and you have to be healed, okay? And, we're going to talk about people that have been with you. A lot of you people want people back, or you want your divine masculine. Be very careful. I was married to my divine masculine. Yeah, we were married. And I'm sure he's watching. How you doing? I'm not ever mad at nobody, but I wish to hell he would leave me alone and stop trying to put love binding spells on me. His girlfriend, they're trying to mess up my life. They can't. I'm so protected. Archangel Michael is on his job. Every time you wish something happened to somebody, it's going to always come back to you, people. Don't do that. All right? Don't do it. And to my ex-husband, please stop. I'm never coming back. All right? Never. And I know what you're doing. And, people, if somebody was lying to you or treating you unfairly, and when I was with him, my husband is a very narcissistic person. He's very nice looking. When I tell you, my ex-husband, I haven't seen but a couple of men that look better than him. He's a very handsome man. I know you're watching, Greg. I know he's watching. He's always watching and lurking and trying to do something. I'm never coming back, like I said. And I can't keep saying that. But just wanted to, touch on that. Be careful for what you want. Because some people are demonic. And they are liars. And all they do is lie and lie and lie. And the candles, a candle, I can ask you now. Did a candle make him come back? Or did a candle make her come back? No, hell it didn't. And that's just the way it is. People and twin flame journey, the twin flame journey again, it's not about love. The twin flame journey is about love, but it's about self-love. You have to love yourself. If you don't love you, who in the hell gonna love you? Nobody else is gonna love you if you don't love yourself first, all right? And I can't stress that enough either. Nobody's gonna love you the way you can love you. I love me. I know what's best for me. I'm not accepting nothing but somebody that's on my level. When I say on my level, I'm on a high frequency. I manifest very quickly. So I have to be careful about what's coming out of my mouth and what I'm saying I want. Okay? Because I'll get it. So if you concentrate on you and you heal, God, the sky God, or Yeshua, whatever you want to call him, he's God, all right? He's going to give you what you want when you concentrate on yourself and do for yourself and get all the people out of your life that's full of fuckery and games, okay? And it may be somebody totally different from the person that the tarot card readers or the spiritual or the other people, whatever they want to call themselves. People are calling themselves all kinds of things. Whatever they're saying that is going to happen in your life, and I'm sure you watch tarot card read. Oh, that tarot card reader, it's for me. It may not be for you. It may be for somebody that has really very high vibes, like me, my throat chakra. But a lot of people think that the twin flame journey is about loving someone. It's about loving you. Heal yourself. And these people that are sitting up here talking about Akashic records, they can't do Akashic records unless they open the Akashic records and close them properly. And Akashic records cannot be opened and closed by anybody. These tarot card readers that are sitting up here telling you, oh, they can give you an Akashic reader, they're an Akashic lie. Okay? And if you want someone, You want a man or a woman, ask God for what you want. Heal, and in divine timing, in divine order, you'll get it. All right? Oh, yeah, let's talk about Tasha K really quick. Tasha K, instead of you worrying about Cardi B, you need to be worried about your own relationship, your own marriage, or the shit that you call a marriage. Because your husband, where is he? Is he in Africa or is he with you? Because I know he got some concubines. Yeah, Tasha K's husband has concubines. Not one, many. Because a lot of men in other countries can have more than one wife. If I'm with a man, he can only have one wife. That's me. I'm not gonna be jealous. I'm not gonna be looking at his phone every day. None of that bullshit and fuckery. All right. Last word. Let's talk about homeless. Most of the homeless are chosen. The less fortunate people. Like I told you before, I've been homeless before. All right. A lot of homeless people are actually the chosen ones. All right. And you're like, okay, well, why are they homeless? They're homeless because they fail to set good boundaries. And a lot of us did. I did. We're givers. I give. I'm a giver. But I found myself giving a lot. And then you have to transform. Like I said, you have to transform. And some of the homeless people are less fortunate. They refuse to transform. They want to keep holding on to people, places, and things that they used to do or places they used to go. And that's dangerous. When you become abundant, some people have to be left behind, people. You know why? Because they don't like it that you elevated your life. All right? And they will kill you. Look at the number of women and men that are being unalived right now. And ask yourself, I'm going to let you go now. Ask yourself, why are these people, all right? Why are these people still in your life? And they did nothing but bring you down, talk about you, won't give you a dime for gas when you had your car. Some of you are on the streets. When you had whatever you had, what did they fucking do for you? Nothing. It can be, and these people that are saying they hate their mother, what did you do? You and your mom probably were karmics to each other. You hate your mother? She gave birth to you. Is she that bad? Okay, there are some mothers that are not good, yeah. But why would you hate somebody? Don't hate nobody. I have a problem with relatives. I have some relatives, about 2 or 3 of them, not many. I really don't have people that are close, immediate family members, except for my kids, all right? And I don't like to keep going in about my husband and my ex-husband. I'm not married anymore. I divorced him in 2024. He's mad, all right? I know you're mad, great. But back to what I was saying, you're homeless because you refuse to transform and you refuse to stop being around people that are doing shit but using you and places and things. You don't want to move forward. And God would allow tower moments in your life until you do what you're supposed to do. Then and only then will you get what you're deserving of. Okay? And I'm so sorry that, like I said, I have visitors at my home, at my place, so I haven't been able to make a lot of videos, and I'm trying to make up for last week. So I got one more to do this week. Hopefully Sunday maybe I'll be able to get out and do another video. So yeah, but anyways, I love you guys. I will always love you guys. I'm not here for the money. I'm here to tell you what God wants you to do and me to do and all of us to do, all right? And if you follow a real healer, I am a healer, a prophetess, a psychic, an oracle, whatever you want me to be, I'll be that, all right? But what I want to be is the daughter of the Most High God, right? That's what I really truly want in my life. And I'll pray for you. If you want prayer, if you want me to tell you something, come on over to Keen.com. Again, I'm our Angel of Truth. I'm there. I've been there for 26 years, and that's all I do for a living. All right, 26 years. But I got off track once, and I let somebody lead me away from my calling. But my calling is to tell you what God wants you to do. All right. I use no tools, no cards, no looky loos. I just use what God gave me, my call. And from now on, we're going to talk about more serious stuff. I know I keep saying that. But every now and again, I will talk about Baphomets like Cardi B and some of the rest of these people that are leading you down the wrong road, right? Until then, until we meet again, bye. Take care of yourselves. I love you because I love God. So how can I not love you? And I'm not mad at anybody in this world because what God has for me is for me. Take care. Love you. Bye for now.